real ghetto bitch. Real Atlanta shit. The fuck, big back bitch. We the motherfucking Atlanta. I'm shitting on all these bitches. These bitches can't motherfucking touch me. Big girls, they up. All that shit, and that's just that on that.
I'm on a whole nother level. I've been in my bag and I keep getting better. I'm getting richer, that ass getting thicker. My diamonds, they keep getting wetter.
What up, YouTube? It's your girl. It's your girl. It's your favorite girl. And I'm back at it again with another video. And today I'm going to be giving you all some self-love, self-motivation, and just basically telling you how to maintain your peace and your energy and how to maintain more so of a stress-free environment. The first thing that I would say, I did write these down. They're on my phone. You know, I record on my phone, so I remember them for the most part. Sorry, I'm trying not to have a nip slip. I got this set from Pretty Little Things. It's very comfortable, very cute lounge set. But I would say go a size down one because it's like really stretchy. It's not a hug. It's a hugging material, but it's really stretchy. So anyways, the first thing I would say is to eat healthy. When you want to maintain a good balance and a good, like just have a good energy from coming within, you want to eat better. You want to eat things that's alive and high in alkaline and that stuff that won't produce a lot of mucus. Because you will, when you eat things that are alive, you're going to have more energy. You're going to have more life to you. When you eat things that are dead, you're going to have more sluggish energy because you're not eating anything that's thriving, that's alive, that's healthy, and that will benefit you. Meat does provide protein, but that's not the only source you can get protein from. I'm not going to encourage anybody to change their dietary habits, but I will say that when you eat better, you feel better, you look better, you do better, and you're more productive. If you know me, seen any of my previous videos, you know that I always tell people I went vegan for 1 month, and that is the most money I've ever made in my whole life. Like, consistently. Like, I was making money, like you know, on a horse, like, seriously. So, yeah, I would just say definitely eat better. The second thing I would say is you need to take more time to be around just you. You need to become selfish for a minute and just say that, hey, I need to go and be by myself. I need me time. I need to take some time and just be alone. Like, when you're alone, you realize where you fall short at. That may not make sense to some people, but personally me, when I moved into my own space and it was just solely me, I seen my own habits. Because I have nobody else to blame it on. I have nobody else to ask, what their opinion is, or like, are they offended by this? It's like, I had time to really sit back and be like, yo, like, this is not okay. Like, I don't really like this. Like, I'm not feeling this. Like, I really sat back and had time to really just be with myself and realize what I really do, what I really don't like, what I really do like, what I really like. It just made me realize a lot more about myself. And I feel like when you are always surrounding yourself with other people, you don't have a sense of who you are. You don't have your own identity because you're too worried about not being lonely, when you have to realize that being alone is one of the healthiest things that you can ever encounter, because you have time to grow into your best self without any other outside influences or personalities or opinions. Because growing up, you know, you had to reform yourself into being the person that people wanted to be around, because as a child, you couldn't do certain stuff or it would irritate your parents. You couldn't do certain stuff or it would irritate your siblings. Couldn't do certain stuff or it would irritate your aunts and uncles or your grandparents or your teachers, or your friends may not like you because you do this. But when you're alone, you become okay with those things. You become okay with who you are. You become okay with what you do and what you don't like, and what you just become okay, and you become comfortable in your own skin. You built that confidence and that self-worth. Like, hey, I like this. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to live. If you don't like that, you can go. And that honestly is one of the best things I could say that I've encountered living on my own. Just being able to sit back and love the skin that I'm in. Not worrying about who's going to say this if I do this, or who's going to be mad if I'm doing this, or who's going to complain if I'm doing this. Like, that drove me crazy. Like, literally, all of these people always saying something about, like, the things that I do drove me insane. Like, it just drove me insane. And now that I have my own space, I work hard every day to make sure I maintain this, because I cannot go back. I cannot go back. I don't want to have to be quiet when I don't want to be quiet. I don't want to have to wash clothes when I don't want to wash clothes. I don't want to have to, you know what I'm saying? So when you're in your own space, you can just really just respect. You can really have a strong respect for yourself and a strong bond with yourself. You really become you, like, you know? And so I feel like you being in your own space, or not even just living alone, but just like taking time out to make me time, will really help you maintain your peace. Because when you are in a stressful environment, it won't necessarily bother you or change your mood, because you're already so content with being who you are and content with what you do, that what these other people are doing, it just be like, okay, like, all right, you learn to master making your own shield, your own bubble, because that's just what you value most. You value your peace most and your love for yourself most. That kind of leads into the third one, which is, don't mind my nails, y'all. I'm going to get them done this week. I just can't get these off. I don't know. That kind of goes into my third one, which is self-reflection. When you want to be in a peaceful environment and you want to maintain your energy or keep a high vibration, you have to do a lot of self-reflection. A lot of my spiritual supporters may know this in the sense of shadow work. You have to really dig deep and know, like, you have to really dig deep and pinpoint your problems. You have to really dig deep and pinpoint where you're not so happy at. You have to really dig deep and pinpoint why you think the way you think. Whether it's negative, whether it's positive, whether it's fearful, whether it's joyful, whether it's selfish or selflessness. You have to pinpoint why you operate the way that you operate. And you need to accept what comes out of that, whether it's good or bad. Because when you self-reflect and you realize where you fall short at, that's great, because you can understand that and you can work on it. You can figure out why this is happening to you. And when you self-reflect, you also figure out what these negative obstacles are or negative people are in your life. Like for me, like I would say, I was really depressed for a very long time. I was depressed for almost 3 years. And it was because I was always around my family. And it was also because a lot of friends that I had were using me. And I didn't understand why I felt like I was not good enough for a lot of things, or why I felt like people always had something to say about me, or why people always talked about me. And it was because I was always trying to do stuff to make people happy. And the first time that you tell somebody no, they dig at you like you're just the worst person in the world. And I had to really learn that. Like, when you do stuff for so long for people and you don't do what they want you to do, how they want you to do it, when they want you to do it, they take that and you take you for granted. They try to make you feel like you're just this bad person and all this stuff. And for a long time, I thought like, man, maybe I am this bad person. Maybe I am maybe I don't think right. Maybe something is wrong with me, you know, and why that's probably why things don't work out for me. And it was because a lot of things that I were doing were not things that I wanted to do. A lot of things that I was working on were not things that I wanted to work on. The things that I wanted to do, people would talk about them and make it seem like, oh, you're dumb for if you really think that's gonna work for you, or you should do this, or you go to school and you do this. And it was just like, I was so unhappy because I was not living my own life. I was letting other people live through me, and I was letting other people dictate how I felt about myself. And I was also, like I said, letting people use me, because I'm always gonna be self-established. I've always been very self-established. I'm not gonna fall short. I was homeless for a long time, but it wasn't because of reasons that you think. It was way more in depth, and just me being young and not really knowing anything on how to live on my own. That took a big spin on me. It was like I had to grow up. I didn't have time to build. I didn't have a chance to build. I just had to grow up. You know what I'm saying? So that pressure was crushing me. And when I sat back and realized why I feel these ways and why I'm going through what I'm going through, I stopped going through it, because I understood it now. I understood it, and I worked at it every day. Every day I worked at it, every single day. No matter what I heard on the side, or no matter what people said about me, or no matter what people were gossiping about me, like my family spreading lies and rumors, like all the bad things that people were saying about me, I knew the truth. I knew who I was. I knew how I felt about me. So what they were saying just didn't matter, because I was always the hardest critic of myself. Even though I thought that they were the hardest critics, it was really me. I was altering my own perceptions of life based off of other people, but nobody else had that power but me. So when I sat back and realized what was really, I realized that I was the one who had the power. Nothing nobody else said mattered. Literally nothing. Oh, my food. So yeah, self-reflection holds a big key to like maintaining your energy, because that comes with power. That comes with a lot of power, and y'all just do not understand. When you can hear so much crap about yourself, like, I'm gonna just tell y'all, my family, I'm not gonna say everybody in my family, but I don't know if they know, but I know that it was a rumor going around that I was on drugs. And not weed, other substances. And it got to a point to where it was almost hilarious, like, what? Like, okay. Like, literally, my favorite thing used to be like, okay, like, if you feel like I'm on drugs, that's how you feel. Go ahead. Like, I don't care. I know I'm not on drugs, so I don't care. Like, I just did it. Like, after a while, it was really like I don't care. And if you know me, when I say I don't care, the ball's rolling. I just don't. It's not there. It's not going to give anymore. Like, it's just not there. So, like, self-reflection is like a really, really, really big thing. I'm trying to remember my list. The fourth thing that you could do to maintain your peace and your energy is not putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. And I mean that by, like, don't go around bad energy or people that you know is just not really good for you, or don't go around bad vibes, bad energies. Like, don't go around bad, like, people you don't even like. Like, growing up, my friends know me. I ain't going around nobody I don't like. Like, my best friend, she used to have this group of friends. I did not like not one of them females. I used to go around her when she, like, had parties and all that stuff. But if she was like, oh, I'm going out with so-and-so and so-and-so, I'm not coming. I have my own group of friends. I just call them. Like, I'm not coming. Like, no. Me and my best friend went to 2 different schools. So if she was around them girls, like, no, I'm not coming. Like, because I'm the type, I don't know. I just don't, I don't really see the point of me being around people I don't like. Not saying that I'm bothered, because it's never that. Like, who is that to me? Like, I don't care. But I don't want to be around people. I don't want to put myself in a situation where something could go wrong, because I know how I am. Me personally, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to go back and forth. What's up? Like, it's just that simple. And I don't like putting myself in that situation to where I'm going to say, what's up? Because once I start, I can't stop. So what's up? And it's not even, it's not worth all of that. It's just not worth it at all. So you should not be in environments where you know, like, I don't even want to be around them for real. I'm gonna just go because I'm bored. When you do that, that's a form of settling, because you feel like you're basically implying that you don't have nothing better to do. You can't sit within your own peace of mind and be comfortable and enjoy that. You can't sit by yourself and enjoy that, rather than put yourself somewhere you know for a fact you don't or should not be going. Stop putting yourself in environments like that. Like, if you have a friend that sniffs coke and you don't like to sniff coke, don't go around them, especially when they sniff a coke. If she say, hey, let's go to a party, and you know every time you go to a party with her, this bitch sniffing coke, and you don't like that shit, you don't like that, don't go. Like, don't go. Like, don't go. And when people get upset because you don't want to go around certain stuff, just cut them off. Because clearly they don't understand. They want you to be a yes friend. They want you to, or a yes person. They want you to say yes to all of that bull crap. And you don't want to allow that in your life, because you want to elevate yourself. You want to put yourself on a higher pedestal. You want to put yourself in a better situation. You're trying to raise your vibration. So you don't want to go into that environment. You don't want to be around those people. You don't want to be in that situation. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't put yourself in a situation. Why risk your peace of mind? Why waste your energy being upset and frustrated when you could just sit at home and be calm? Like, that don't even make sense. And yes, I've done it. Not a lot, because I'm just like, I'm not a fake person. And not saying that you're fake if you do that, but I'm strong-minded. I've always been strong-minded. Like, don't take my situations and what I say as me being a weak-minded person, because it's never that. Never have been, never will be. I'm a very strong-minded person, always have been. And if I don't agree with something, I don't like what somebody's saying to me, or I don't want to be in this environment, I'm going to open my mouth. Because the only other outcome in that is you're going to have to just beat me up. I hate referring to everything in violence. But no, seriously, like, that's how my mindset was. Like, you're just going to have to beat me up, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to do what I want to do. So you just have to beat me up. Period. And now I don't really have those moments anymore, because, like I said, I just became extremely content with being alone. And I became extremely strong as far as my energy and my vibration is really high, that I don't even have to go outside to enjoy my life. Like, and a lot of people may say, oh, it's because of COVID. Like, no. I just don't. A lot of things nowadays are not with good intentions. So I don't want to be around bad vibes and energies. So it's not a lot of things that I can go and do. And I've accepted that, and I'm okay with it. So me being by myself, it actually brings me a lot of happiness. It does. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I get bored. Of course, I'm not a freaking nomad. Even though a nomad just doesn't sound like a bad idea. But I'm not a nomad, so I do want to go out and have fun. I like to get really cute, as you can see. I like to do my hair, I like to do my makeup. I like being pretty and feeling good and enjoying myself. But a lot of people nowadays, when they go out, it don't be for self-enjoyment. It be for flexing. It be to show other people that I'm not a lame. It's because we're grown and we don't get to go to school no more and show people that we're not lame. So we have to do it on the internet. And I don't care. Like, half the people I went to school with and I was really cool with, don't talk to them. You're not on my level. You're not on my vibe. And not saying like I'm better than you, but just like me, like, you're just not on my level. Like, you're not on my level. Like, I'm here and you're here. Like, I don't want to be around people that don't have a good vibe or mindset. Like, I don't want to be around those people. So I don't go around those people because that will throw off my energy. That will throw off what I have going on for myself and within. And I will not wreck my peace for nobody. And neither should you. And that's exactly why I'm coming and I'm telling you, like, no. And this goes into my next reason. My next reason is to start saying no. A lot of people, like I said, I went through this and it really destroyed me. Always saying yes to people just to maintain what you think is peace and maintain sanity and maintain no drama and to please people. And you think that you're making other people happy when you're being used. In reality, you're being used. You are. Like, you are. Like, for me, it's really hard to say no to the people I love because I truly, truly want everybody around me to be happy. I would give somebody the last shirt that I have to make them happy. You know what I'm saying? And then tomorrow I'll be stressing about how to get a shirt. But I know I'll figure it out. You get what I'm saying? But doing that causes us unnecessary pain that we just don't need sometimes. And sometimes you just gotta say no. Like, you don't have to say yes to everybody. You don't have to do what everybody expects you to do. You don't have to go where everybody wants you to go. You don't have to act how everybody wants you to act. You don't have to take care of everybody that you think you're supposed to take care of. Because at the end of the day, if you were to die today, do you think their life would just stop? No, it won't. It will go on. So it's okay for you to say no. Because you have to make sure you're happy. And then you also have to think, if I say yes to this, will this inconvenience my plans for the day? If I say yes to this, will this throw off my plans for the week? If I say yes to this, will this alter my mood right now? If I say yes to this, will this throw off my energy? If I say yes to this, will this lower my vibration? If I say yes to this, will it make me happy? If I say yes to this, will they say yes to me? That's what you really have to ask. You have to ask them questions. Because when you constantly telling somebody yes, 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 you're draining your energy. There are energy vampires out here. There are narcissistic people out here. There are manipulative people out here. And they can be your own parents. They could be your aunts. They can be your uncles. They could be your boyfriends. They could be your girlfriends. They could be your best friend. You don't want to encounter these people. And if you do encounter these people, know how to get rid of them. It's okay to love people from a distance. Y'all have to learn that. It's okay to love somebody from a distance. It's okay to love somebody from a distance. You have to do that for yourself. You don't want to entertain those people. If you come across them, you want to know how to deal with them. You got to learn people. Like, you got to learn how to deal with people. One thing about me, I'm so good at reading people. I'm good at picking up on vibes. I'm good at reading spirits. I'm good at reading energies. I'm good at feeling the energy. Like, I can pick that up. Like, I'm good at seeing through you. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been finessed. Like, honestly, the only times that I can tell you, like, I've been finessed, it's probably been like a dude, but he really didn't even finesse me. I just allowed something. Like, me being finessed and me allowing something is two different things. Like, sometimes I just allow people to act a certain way around me or to treat me a certain way. But I be knowing the vibes. I be knowing the game. I be knowing my stuff. But I just be allowing it because sometimes, like I said, I be settling. Like I be bored, or I be wanting something to do, or want something to talk about. Like I be settling. I don't do that anymore, but at times I have, and I'm okay with admitting that. But like, you can't put yourself in these situations to where you don't even know who you're dealing with. So it's like, you gotta learn people before you even accept them and all of their flaws. Because if they know that they not, listen, when people know that they ain't shit, and they see that you ain't realized that they ain't shit, they're gonna take advantage of you. They're gonna take advantage of you. They're gonna take advantage of you. So you gotta learn how to step back from people and say no. You gotta learn how to step back from people and be like, you cool, but nah, I'm good. Like, I'm not really feeling the chemistry, or the energy just wasn't matching. I'm gonna move around. I done did that to a girl before. Like, she just was giving me bad vibes. Like, she was unfollowing me off social media and like just being weird. Like, just doing weird stuff. Like she was one-sided. Like, I'd be like, oh, let's go do this. And she'd be like, oh no, some excuse. But then she'd hit me up, wanna hang out. Anytime I hear her up, it's an excuse. Anytime she hit me up, and like, y'all, look, I don't smoke no more, but I will hit the blunt occasionally. And she came to my house. This was the biggest red flag for me. And I got a few stories. I might do a story time on her, but this was like one of the biggest red flags for me. I cooked dinner. I bought wine. We were about to get ready to go out. My friend came over. He bought some weed, and all she had to do was come over here, and we was gonna go out. She come over and she like, oh dang, I forgot my blunts. I ain't got nothing to roll in. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got something. I gave her the blunt to roll. Mind you, my friends over here with weed, so you would assume like they finna smoke. She rolls her blunt, y'all, eats food that I cooked, drinks some wine that I bought, and she leaves with the blunt. Did not ask either one of us if we wanted to smoke. Did not thank me for, but just left and didn't ask me to come pick her up. I did it. I went and picked her up because I was bored. See where they got me? Somebody thought they was gonna take advantage of me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't even know what I'm on. But another way for you to maintain your energy and keep our vibration is to speak up for yourself. Use that throat chakra, baby. Like, open your mouth. When you constantly become a pushover and let people treat you like crap, your throat chakra gets closed and you have medical problems. A lot of people don't know that your chakras being blocked can cause you medical problems. I told my best friend this and she did not believe me until it happened to her. Literally, it literally happened to her. And like, now she like talks, like told me about it and stuff, and like tells me the things that she does to work on it. And it's like, that's good, because that could lead down a bad path. You throwing off your energy and your vibrations and your peace of mind when you know better deep down. You can feel that intuition up in here, just like, hell no. And you're throwing it to the side. You're messing up your chakras. You're messing up everything, because that's your spirit talking to you. That's you talking to yourself, and you're ignoring how you really feel. And we work off of emotions out here. We work off of physical, mental, and emotional, and spiritual. So when you ignoring that, you're just throwing everything off. You got to speak up for yourself, because what you will allow will always continue. If you constantly are complaining about something, but you are constantly allowing it to surpass, you will constantly deal with this situation. If you do not nip things in the bud, it will spread into a spider web. I don't know, that's just how I felt. It will become a web of things, and you will just constantly get trapped in that web. You will never be able to get out of it, because you just let this web grow and grow and grow and spiral, and you're not doing nothing about it. So you have to start opening your mouth. Don't be scared to speak on how you feel, because you're only hurting yourself. That other person clearly don't care about how you feel, because if they did, they would consider it or ask, or they would know you enough to know that this is not okay with you. And the fact that they probably do know that and they're still doing it, meaning they don't care, meaning you need to check shit. You know what I'm saying? Open your mouth. Don't sit back and allow things. That's one of the worst things you can do when you're trying to better yourself. Is constantly allow bullcrap. Don't allow mess into your life. You are in control of you. You are in control of your life. Do not allow things that you do not want. Do not allow people you do not like. Do not allow work that you do not value. Don't do it. Open your mouth. If something is bothering you, no matter if it's at work, no matter if it's at school, no matter if it's at home, no matter if it's between a relationship or friendship or a partnership, open your mouth. Be respectful. Be considerate. Watch your tone. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. But open your mouth. Because if you don't, people are going to think that it's okay to walk over you. They are. And they're going to do it because you're allowing it. It's you. If you're mad at how a person is treating you, you need to blame yourself because you're allowing that. Like my mama always tell me, like, I'm mean to dudes. And I always tell her, like, I'm not mean to them. I'm just not going to be letting somebody treat me how they think they finna treat me. You're not going to do it. It's not happening. You're going to treat me how I want to be treated, or you can go. You can go. Seriously, you can go. Because who are you first? It's me. I win, you lose. So why do you think that you're going to treat me like a piece of tuna? Like, do I look like a boppy to you? That TikTok's so funny, G. I'm gonna put that right there. But no, seriously, do I look like a goofy? Like, you're not about to just treat me any type of way. I'm not gonna allow nobody to treat me less than what I know I'm worth. Especially men. Like, I'm not gonna, not even just men in a relationship. Don't allow people to just treat you any type of way when you can have anybody. Like, it's so many single people out here. You think I'm gonna allow you to treat me like this when I could be with somebody who would never even think to treat me like that? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's no point to allow that. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Period. Treat me with respect, or you will feel neglect. Period. The last thing is that I encourage everybody to meditate. Meditation is so beautiful and is such an experience and is so life-changing, and it is just something that is no way to describe it. Like, you just float. Like, I don't know, you float and you're just in your own, you're inside of yourself. Like, you're literally inside of yourself, like literally in your own self. And when you do that, you can see everything. You can understand so much about yourself, and it's just beautiful. Like, oh my God, like, talking about it made me want to go meditate. Like, oh my goodness. I'm not going to speak on how to meditate. I'm not going to tell people when to meditate. Meditation is something that finds you. You can go searching for it, but when it is right and when it is time, it will happen. Your spiritual journey will happen when you're ready, when your spirit is ready, when you're open, when you're ready. So I'm just encouraging y'all to meditate. Everything I said plus meditation will unlock and change your whole atmosphere of life. And just be strong. Just fight for the best version of your life. Fight for your dignity. Fight for your self-respect. Fight for your worth. Fight for your happiness. Fight for your peace and your love for yourself. Don't let anything or anybody interfere with your happiness. When you do that, you become unhappy. And one thing that always sticks with me, that I will never in my life ever forget, I learned it when I was depressed. And that changed my whole mindset of me being depressed. I personally thought, like, why am I here? I don't want to say I thought about suicide, but I did personally want to die. And not to be sad, let's not even go there. Don't be sad. Don't feel bad for me. I'm happy I felt like that. Because what I learned was, at my lowest point, I could only go up. When I'm at the bottom, and there's no more bottom, I can only rise. And if you're going through hell, why would you stop in hell? Go through that shit. Why would you stop in hell? Go through that shit. Because you'll get through that shit. And that's all I have today. I really want to thank everybody that supports me. We're almost at 400 subscribers. So close to that so close to 500, so close to 500 subscribers. And I just want to thank everybody for supporting me and everybody for loving me and liking, sharing, everything. It just really means the most to me. YouTube is one thing that I've known for all my life that I wanted to do. And like I said, I was letting other people's judgments and ideas and mindsets deter me from this right here. And I will never in my life let anybody do that to me again. Don't be like me. Be like me now. Don't be like me then. Be like me now. Be happy. Be you. Stay beautiful. Ah, that was so cute. But that is cover girl stuff. But anyways, again, like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with anybody you know. Your brother, your cousin, sister, mother, uncle, boyfriend, girlfriend, anybody. And thumbs up this video. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Willie, big hit.